Partnership Accounting 2 by Dr. فؤاد الليثي. Electronic Lecture number 2. Please, firstly, review previous lectures. Firstly, electronic lecture number 1 and the lectures of the tutor. Model answer for questions on page 66. Question number 1. The users of financial statements need information about cash significantly because you do have 4 alternatives. I believe all the 4 alternatives almost similar, but for me I stress that the main reason is that all information provided to them are based on accrual. They have no information about cash basis. The others can do, but not as the first. Question 2. How many parts does the cash flow statement has? What are the methods used to prepare cash flow statement? The parts cash flow statement usually has 3 main parts: operating, investing, financing. And the abbreviation for each is followed: operating activities O, investing I, financing F. We usually use in preparing cash flow statement the indirect method. We do have 2 methods, direct and indirect, but we usually use the indirect method. Question 3. Why the second method is called the indirect? How it works? It is called indirect because we get cash information indirectly from the resources, income statement, balance sheet, additional information. How it works? We build cash flow statement by adjusting net income, which is based on accrual, to cash basis. How? By three steps. Step 1, calculation of net income flow from operating activities. Take the net income and then adjust it by adding depreciation, adding capital losses, subtracting capital gains, adding or subtracting changes in current items. The final figure would be net income, net cash flow from operating activities. That is the result of the first part. What are the current items? Why there is one rule for their changes? Current capital means current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets as if receivables, inventory, etc. Current liabilities like accounts payable, notes payable. In order to have a numerical example, Please go to your book, page 68, EA 7, case number 16.3, exercise number 16.3. Firstly, draw T account for account receivable. Put balances in their correct place during 2018. You can deduce from them that account receivable there is cash received $2,200, which represent an increase of cash by the same amount. That means what? Keep this rule for your mind. By applying that all increases in any assets the decreases in current assets has an opposite direction on cash balance. Increases in current assets has an opposite direction. Verify this application on cash decreases and increases in Appendix 1 of this chapter, page 81. On the other hand, for current liabilities, there is a decrease of 300, which in turn represent an indicator of decrease in company's cash, means cash was credited by the same amount. Please verify the application of the rule on page 81. Decrease in cash for 300 would be accompanied by decrease in current liabilities. Has the same direction on cash decrease. A summary of current items adjustment come directly on Appendix 1 on page 81. Now we are going to solve cash flow statement operating section of the exercise on page 68, 16.3, exercise number 16.3. This is an exercise 16.3. Assuming balances of two assets and the two liabilities. First, get the difference between them. For example, the account receivable at the end of 17 was $15,000. At the end of 18 was 12,800. That means the difference is minus 2.2. You can compute the differences for the other items. Then you can get prepaid insurance, positive 500, accounts payable, positive 0.8, accrued liabilities, negative 0.3. Let us apply the rule. The first asset, account receivable, the difference is negative 2.2. It should be located in the cash flow statement by the amount 2,200 positive, because it is assets. Prepaid insurance 500. If the difference is positive, it should be located in the operating section as positive, because it is an asset. The differences in the payables and the liabilities 0.8, should be located in the operating section as positive. Accrued liabilities should be located in the difference is 300 only, negative, should be located on the same direction, negative, in the operating section of the cash flow statement. If we try to draw the operating section of the balance of the cash flow statement, these figures are the figures after adjustment. Net income as accrual, according to accrual, 122,000. Total adjustment is 2,200. That means what? Net cash flow for operating activities is 124,200 positive. That means the net cash flow from operating activities for 2018 is 124,200. Now, question 5 speaks about new concept, which is called free cash flow. Free cash flow, the formula for it is in the middle of page 59 of your textbook. He gives you free cash flow equals cash flow from operating activities minus cash planned for capital expenses plus cash dividend. That means what? You have to take cash flow from operation and deduct from it two items: cash planned for capital expenses and deduct also cash dividends. Finally, you get free cash flows. The figures are indicative for you. The final free cash flow for 2017 is 190,500. For 2018 is 167,500. Thank you.